welcome to this video. Today we'll learn about how you can use while loop in JavaScript and what is a while loop, and we will see some exercise together, okay? So the while loop will loop through a block of code as long as the specified condition is true. Let me encode this part of the code. So let's say this is the while loop. We use the while keyword, and then this is the condition. The code inside of the body, okay, let's say the body of the loop will be executed as long as the this condition is true. Okay, so if this condition is not true, this code will not be executed. Let me comment this code right now and we will see an example. So let's say we have this code. We have I equal to 0 and we have this text is equal to an empty string. We say while I is inferior to 10, what is the value of I? The value of I is 0, right? Is 0 is inferior to 10? Yes, 0 is inferior to 10. But now this code will be executed, okay? So now we can cancel this one. We can log this one to the console. Let's see what will be the result. Let me comment this code, okay, so I don't get confused. This will be for something we'll be seeing in a few minutes, okay? So now let's log this one to the console. Let me increase the console. Node app.js. Okay, you see, now we have this one, for example, this code has been executed as long as this one condition is true. But as soon as the I becomes 10, this code will no longer be executed because 10 does not inferior 10. And one thing you can notice right here, what we do, we increase the value of I in each iteration, okay? So what does that mean? That means if we do not increase the value of I, this will be a warning. The loop will be warning indefinitely. It will give us what we call like an infinite loop. Okay, this is something that you need to take care of. When you're using a while loop, you need to find a way for the loop to be to stop executed, okay, to stop executed, because if I did not increase the value of I in each iteration, the loop will be running indefinitely because the condition will forever remain, okay, will forever remain true because I will forever, I with the value of 0 will forever be inferior at 10. This will be running indefinitely. So, but due to the fact that we increase the value of I, okay, the value of I on each iteration, so there will be a point when I will become 10, okay, and then this the condition will no longer be true and the loop will stop, okay. So I hope you have learned this how you can use the while loop. So now let's move on to the next coding exercise, okay. So now there is something that I want you to keep in mind right here. We also can use something called the do while loop. The do while loop is a variant of the while loop. It is almost the same thing, but only the execution is done differently. The do while loop will execute the code, okay? It will execute the code block once before checking if the condition is true. Then if the condition is true, it will repeat the loop as long as the condition is true. So this is how the do while loop. First, it will execute, okay? The code will be executed, the code of block, the code block, I'm sorry. The code block will be executed, and then after that it will check if the condition is true. Then it will repeat the loop as long as the condition is true. Let's use an example. This is the example that I committed in a few minutes. Let me comment the previous code. Okay, let me comment this code so we don't get confused. Okay, let me comment this code so we don't get confused. Okay, now we can say I is equal to 0, right? We got a string. And then we say do string plus I. It will be, what is the value of, I'm sorry, not I, it is like j. J is equal to 0. Okay, now we can say string plus j. This is a string concatenation. Now we increase j at on each iteration. We say console.log string. Okay, and then first this block of code will be executed. As soon as that has been executed, it will be checking for this condition. So now the code will continue, will continue to be executed as long as this condition is true. Let's see what will be the result. Okay, you see, we have 0 because the code is executed way before the condition is checking. Okay, and after that, we have 0 and 1 because we increase the j by 1 each time the loop is running on each iteration. So this is why as soon as it becomes 2, 2 does not inferior to, and the loop stops. So I hope you have learned something new, and I hope this video was useful. Thank you for watching this video. Do not forget to follow me for more. Have an amazing day. Bye bye.